what happened to JDM in there? He went from defending takedowns against the likes of Bilal Muhammad, able to get up from the bottom against Gilbert Burns, to getting absolutely manhandled on the ground by Islam Makhachev. Well, I think this fight showed us that the lightweights are just on a different level in terms of skill compared to the welterweights, right? And that's naturally going to happen. The lighter guys are generally going to be more skilled because you have to be. You can't rely as much on power and attributes and such. And this fight showed us that Islam Makhachev at the welterweight division is just going to outclass all these guys due to his pure skill. Not just that, Makhachev is still getting better as well. That is something to consider. But then this makes you think, how good is Alexander Volkanovski? How good is Dustin Poirier? Now, I understand Dustin got finished and JDM didn't, but at least Dustin had competitive moments in that fight, won at least one round in their fight. Like, he made it a lot more competitive, at least, than JDM did. And I'm not trying to, like, trash JDM or anything. I think he is a very good fighter. But the difference being is just so apparent when you talk about these lightweight guys who can come up to the welterweight division and really showcase their skill like Islam Makhachev did. And yeah, you could say that that's just because Islam is just that guy. Yeah, he absolutely is. But I think there are guys where if they moved up to the welterweight division, they'd be able to show a similar level of skill than compared to some of the welterweights, right? Like, for instance, guys like JDM, who is relatively one-dimensional. I think we knew that going to the fight, that he's mostly a boxer, doesn't really divert from that too much, but he is still a good welterweight. The problem is some of these welterweights kind of tend to rely, like I've said, on attributes and stuff. Guys like Carlos Prates and Michael Morales, they tend to rely on their attributes more than actual skill, and I think that that's going to be a problem if they ever fight someone like Islam Makhachev, for instance. But this just makes guys like Alexander Volkanovski and Dustin Poirier look that much better in comparison. Like, no disrespect to JDM, I think he's an amazing fighter to watch, extremely entertaining, and I know that some people are going to say that fight was boring, because it was, but like, it takes two to tango, right? Like, JDM wasn't able to get up, and Islam's not going to let him get back up to the feet, right? So it's like, it's not just Islam. You also have to blame JDM and his lack of ability to scramble up from the bottom.